What it is, y'all? What it is, YouTube? It's your boy KB. We are back with another reaction video, and today we got something that's gonna make y'all think a little bit. I know we do music reactions mostly over here, but sometimes we have to get into our intellectual thoughts because these are real events. These are real topics that we need to talk about. We need to discuss them. You know what I'm saying? So now we have Dr.Umar Johnson. If you guys don't know who Dr.Umar Johnson is, he is a black activist. I do watch a lot of his videos, his interviews. I agree with some of his views and I disagree with some of his views. I mean, that's just what it is. But I think he brings up a lot of valid points. And this is a video that I wanted to bring to y'all because I want to know your opinion. As you guys, speaking to the black people specifically that watch my videos, do y'all think hip-hop is bad? Is it detrimental to our community? Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, bro. And basically what Dr. Umar is talking about here, he's having a discussion with Miles Jones about whether or not in the past 50 years, because you know recently, well, we're into 50 plus years of hip hop at this point, so he's just trying to figure out what good has hip hop given to the black community, bro. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. If you're new here, like the video, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
What has been the sum benefit to black people of 50 years of hip hop?
Outside of economic advancement,
What was the economic advancement of Black America because of
it's
hip hop?
it's the biggest. It's their biggest export. Everybody in the black community.
I'm gonna ask you again.
Yes, sir.
How did Black America benefit from 50 years of hip hop? And don't give me individual rappers. That's called tokenism and bourgeoisie.
I won't give. No, I won't give you tokenism. I will give you
benefited as a people from hip hop.
advancements in fashion.
How? Fashion. That's
No,
nothing.
Alright. Okay. Hip hop was a terrible example. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm gonna say that's a terrible example, but I also understand where he's coming from, because what would I have said in this situation? If I'm trying to argue from the perspective of hip hop doing good for the community, what would I have said initially? Outside of finances for individual people, the tokenism, you know what I'm saying? What would I have talked about? Cause what else can you talk about? Fashion? It's not reputation, because drug dealing and killing people was promoted in a majority of hip hop music. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. But I mean, come on, bro. Man, overdose on drugs that people talk about in songs daily, bro. It happens. So I don't know, bro. I think bro's panicking already.
From hip hop.
Advancements in fashion.
How? Fashion. That's
No,
nothing.
you if
Advancement in fashion.
I can't let you have that. That one I can't let you have
We
that.
don't control fashion. What are you
Anyone
talking
that's
about?
able to make money, any black person that's able to make a living in an industry,
Bro, how many is that? The labels that
It's
people
way
wear
more
is
now.
white people labels.
It's way more now than what was going on.
Like, but that's not a real benefit.
I would disagree.
How is Black America benefiting from fashion? What are we talking about?
Any advancement.
Hold on, let me think about it. What are some black creators out there as far as clothing? I can't, honestly, bro. After Virgil, okay, we got Ye. We have, damn, bro, help me out, bro. Let me know in the comment section some black creators as far as, you know, clothing, because I can't name two. It'd be Kanye West. What's my man from Supreme? Dude from the Supreme. He designed for them for a few years. But as far as like any other black person being in clothing, I can't name them, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't.
I would disagree.
Black America benefiting from fashion? What are we talking about?
Any advancement in fashion
How
for black
do we benefit
people
from fashion, bro?
But those same companies just came out. What was the company that came out and they're boosting up their prices for bags by like thousands of dollars?
LVMH.
Yeah, that's not beneficial to black people.
Yeah.
So
You're missing what I'm saying. If hip hop, when hip hop comes, hip hop is an entire culture. Our fashion, the way we walk, the way we talk.
How is that a benefit to Black America?
Because now people who didn't have access to jobs in the fashion, black people specifically, who didn't have access to jobs before the explosion of hip hop, 50 years
these
ago.
white companies that make billions of dollars.
Forget the
off
white
of
companies.
our-
I'm talking about black-owned companies
Like
that have
who? How many?
Fubu, Carl Kanai.
I'm getting out of here.
what?
Carl Kanai in 2020.
You said in 50. You're moving the goalpost. You said it.
Yo, they said Fubu and Carl Kanai. I don't even know what Carl Kanai, but I know nobody on this planet Earth is still wearing Fubu. No one. I don't even think Fubu's a brand anymore, bro. which was owned by what's my man name? Shit, what is his name? I can't remember his name, but he's the guy on Shark Tank. But I mean, outside of that, bro, what? I can't really think of any black artists, bro. Black clothing brands, man. That's kind of true, bro. FUBU was the worst example, but it's almost the only example that we have, dog. This is actually crazy. And I never really thought about this until I saw the title of this video, because you know, initially when I was scrolling through YouTube to figure out what type of videos I want to react to, I saw this and I thought to bring it to y'all because I mean, this is a hip hop, we react to rap songs. But like I'm saying, it's in the songs we hear about, like I say, drug abuse, bro, killing each other, physical abuse, all these things. We talk about them a lot, or we listen to them a lot. We memorize these lyrics a lot. And it's like, at some point, when that's our brand, because, you know, hip-hop is black, obviously. If you're a rapper, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to be a black person. The characteristics of black rap in general is going to translate back to black people. I mean, it's just the stereotypes and all that things, and all those types of things. So, of course, that's going to carry some type of negative connotation about us. But it sucks. I'm like, damn, I love hip hop. It's like a guilty pleasure at this point in my life, man. It's like back in the day, it was all cool. It was like, oh, you like hearing drill rap, but then you really start listening to the lyrics and figure out that these things are really going on. These people are really dying out here, so it adds a more of an emotional appeal to it, emotional mix to it. But I can't name one thing that hip hop has done, except for, you know, when you go to the individualism or the tokenism. Oh, you have Lil Baby's rich as hell. Jay-Z's a billionaire now, but other than that, bro, what can you really say? The community in whole has not benefited from hip hop, in my opinion. I think that's true. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's true.
Out of here.
What?
Fuck wearing FUBU and car can I in 2024?
You said in 50. You're moving. You're moving the goal. You're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost. You said in 50 years.
Oh, come on.
You said in 50 years.
You reaching, bro. You reaching.
That's not true though. People say,
That is a reach. What?
You said in 50 years.
50 years.
What has
You said 50
transpired?
years.
This ninja went back to the late 80s.
No.
This is crazy.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
but,
it is.
But it's not as obvious. It's not where it was before. But the advancement that those four men.
Boom, boom, boom.
So 50 years,
I've
you
bravado.
had on a FUBU jacket and some Carl Kanai.
No, listen.
And for the billions that hip hop make, I'm supposed to be content with that.
I didn't say
no,
be
no.
content. You asked a
asked
question.
which
I
brands.
offered you.
Horrible
Yes.
answer. Give me something. A horrible answer.
Who decides
Horrible
war?
answer.
Who decides war? Literally having a line come out with H&M right now, and a black person owns that line.
It's great working with Blumhouse again.
What did he say,
You just
bro?
know how to create a really good horror film. You have to come.
I ain't gonna lie,
Ask you
bro.
a question.
So let's think about it for a second, okay? Let's name the top 5 rappers right now, and then let's also talk about this subject matter. So let's go to. I'm gonna go to Google real quick, man. I'm gonna go to Google real quick and go. I'm literally just typing top 5 artists, top 5 rap artists. We have Jay-Z, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Ye, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne. So that's just a general. But if we're talking about that list specifically, Jay-Z literally talked about selling drugs, and he sold drugs for years. He talked about it. He did it for years, bro. And then he became a billionaire. Not to fault him for anything, because he got out the hood. That's what you want to do at the end of the day. You want to get out of the current situation that you're in, especially when you feel like you have to sell drugs. Not to say you have to sell drugs, but if you feel like that's the only way out, but once you get out of that situation, bro, you're doing better for yourself. So I can only applaud that. But when we really talk about it, when we get down to the nitty and gritty, it's like they'll talk about shit, but bad things, bro. Rap promotes drug usage, promotes violence in general, and just gives black people a bad look overall, I feel. Now, what I will say is that I do love hip-hop. I grew up listening to hip-hop. I will not stop listening to hip-hop, but I do feel like there are some things that need to be changed with music. J. Cole, for example, is one of the artists that's in that top 5 debate that's not talking about murdering and killing people and all the bad things. He's actually trying to put us flip. He's adding his own mixtures, a positive mixture to the rap game, which it needs. Kendrick Lamar does the same thing. You know what I'm saying? What he did to Dre, he murdered him. So we're going to put that aside for a minute. But Kendrick Lamar talks about things that go on in black communities. J. Cole does the same thing. So he's making it, he's relating to black people in general without talking about the bad shit, without promoting the bad shit that goes on in the hood, without promoting the bad shit that goes on in the street. You know what I'm saying? So to ask, is it possible to be a professional or a successful rapper without talking about drugs and violence and all that shit? Yes, it is. Artists have been doing that for some years. Like, rap obviously was founded with the help of, you know, drug talk and shit like that. That was just a natural element of it. But now we see rappers, they can branch off and still see the same success and even more. But we shouldn't dictate how we feel or what type of music we make by how much money you make from it. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you're talking about something or promoting something that's negative, that happens in all communities really, you don't have to talk about that shit. You can talk about, like J. Cole, you can talk about your personal experiences. Maybe you did do some shit in the background in the past that you don't really agree with. You don't have to talk about it and glorify it. Put it in the closet, bro. Leave it alone, man. I think that's my biggest problem with artists today. It's like, when does the subject matter change? You got people like, for example, I'm going to take one of Dr. Umar's examples. Lil Baby. Lil Baby recently had a cribs tour where they went to his house. Man, I think he had a crazy ass penthouse that cost millions of dollars, right? Kids going to private schools. So why are we still talking about the hood shit? Why are we still talking about that when you're literally not living that life anymore? And it's the subject matter. It's this community. It's the crowd of people that listen to him. They want to hear that gutter shit. They don't want to see. They don't want to hear Lil Baby talking about the good stuff. So I mean, I think we're partly to blame for that, but I think it wouldn't hurt. Like when he dropped that song, "It's Bigger Than Black and White." That went viral. That was a good song. It did pretty well as far as, you know, numbers and wise. If we talking about success and subject matter, we don't always have to talk about this shit, bro. Let's switch it up a little bit, man. But I think what rappers should start doing now is becoming role models to the people that listen to them. And you become a role model by leading by example and showing people different ways. Like, instead of talking about drug dealing, let's talk about buying property. Let's talk about building institutions that will help the community that we live in or that we're from, you know, instead of talking about the things that they did to get out of that situation. That ain't the only way. Rapping ain't the only way out the hood. Hooping ain't the only way out the hood. Shit, trapping ain't, damn sure ain't the only way out the hood, man. There's different ways, bro. Go to school. Get a trade. Build some skills. I don't know. Do something. But don't do what they do. Because you're going to end up like Rich Homie. You're going to end up like Fulio, just either overdosing. May he rest in peace, but overdose on drugs, you get shot up on some stupid shit that should not have happened. Vice versa. We see it all the time, man. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, bro. I wanted to find a longer clip of the video, but I couldn't. So if y'all do have another clip of that video, please drop it in the comment section. And make sure to lay 7 up right away, y'all. Peace. And chicken grease. Boop.